related staff. One of the key issues are Ghana for Gina Sokotoaba. Because we got to a time and that corruption was so rampant to the point that we are Ghana ni now share kwanya. Nipa kubi afaso airborne mine chrono na no mobo no kwani nyesa mobo ni nyansam. Na dodo na mobo chrono tena tim so ma bimusan ye ha. Be sa de ya ne se obi a onim nyansa na owia wo. Ya chenya de bia. But Ghanaians had to deal with this ordeal for almost 8 good years. These people were stealing with unwavering impunity. Decisions and some of the things are there because of not airtime. They did this thing, more unfunny DNA respect among the people of this country. I remember on the side of Galamsey, Wontumi kind of stuff, also many concerns were raised.
Yeah.
Advocacy group, individuals. At a point, not yet, Mamim Penifone, Kuramayu, Nasa for well on the street.
And in fact, I think, is it Utah goes other.
Yes, university we know strike because of this.
Yeah.
And the very people who were behind this thing, we knew them. Wontumi and Co was all over the place. All mining forest reserve. And then as a forum, President Ebon Chikutupa. We got to a point that when civil society organizations and Ghanaians raised concern about saying because there were clear-cut evidence such as Brantiano say forest. A man for China, there was a clash in the newspaper and Obia reported. The president came to his defense, a Catholic bishop for Akushia Ewo Koforibia. And then he took the podium and told the whole world, say, Wontumi Enya by Yebum, and I anti-government activist, na ye can't sembu Wontumi, so Abra Unyanya. When the guy was indeed in this virgin forest, or say Nema, and Nina and the president assigned a mara a man who can say people can go into virgin forest. Now you need those kind of distraction and as a for them. I've gone through the reporter, police for their Bible and say, I'm inviting because of the activities I say and so on say what pollute and a whole lot of stuff I call. So you see, Makata said, Crofo, I thought that we are money to say I don't know buy people were the security agencies were pouncing on them, no. Then they decided to go that emotional line, calling on patriots. And people should rush to their houses, now or to their rescue. Bihubakubi, yes, a frabrante denta kumia.
Yeah.
Justin Kodria, I got throttle on the Facebook page.
Yeah, sure.
One of the comments, Mekai Pa, and they say, Obisi Ogain, when you were enjoying chopping the ladies, did you remember us? You can go and read the commenter, and what sir post now here. Clearly, you see, we've gotten to a point that the average and the ordinary Ghanaian in the past, a month of say they were so gullible, emotionally struck. That era is long gone. So, you should know that there is no sensible person out be what she said, or no, me do a chakwa because they don't respect anybody. That is the hallmarker. The very moment I hand the power to Nipa Dasenino, they become so arrogant and they think that they are so special to the extent and the common sense krano omunye adherence to. Kenyan sasam chano fi say sabi a common don na
okay.
Yeah. So these people will mess up for 8 good years, 4 good years. When hunyansa am for patriot da se branifie ma onye party kura ma wo anase onye bibi ma by le ye chino no wa be negate at was a patriot should come because of free say you are a gullible netwit wunnim nyansa and these are neema ye behia wo de waye and I'm cautioning the youth to say you see these are people who are robbing your future. These are people who are mortgaging the future, who seek it to be a future leader no, and they are investing this money in their kids, buying a good future for their family. They don't care about you. That is why you kidney disease. Shut it down. These are chronic diseases. When somebody gets exposed to some of these things, it doesn't matter how much you have in your account. You can never stay alive. So there is the need for us to make deliberate intervention. People were chopping state money here, there. Even people who are in the party, they never reach out to anybody. So the youth, Obi are now poor under MPP regime, party na opposition, they are still poor. people don't even respect you. And today, these people have the gut and the infantry to tell you, say, police for a national security for our that nonsense is over. And it's also a caution to people in this present government. You see, don't you sit anywhere and think that you mess up and time will come, you call people and they'll follow you. No. You see, people are becoming increasingly intelligent, smart. They are becoming very multi-politics, I say. You understand? First, and now partisan emotions drive people. The honorable you are shouting, putting your life on the line. He doesn't even know your name. He doesn't even respect you. So someone who put value on yourself. Now who say politics now the relationship that might exist between power and we the people should be intellectual kinship and that kind of mutual respect. Because to me amount say at this point in time, do this thing right for us. Your interest. And I said, but when they come, they look people. That is why I'm for and they service these people to the detriment of the masses now. Or then a crowd to hot party car. So now Okoye campaign of free cars so you see, these are the actual realities that people go through. So you see, this time, so when you say what your mind car, don't think that you can come into the social space, write something on social media, and young people will come into your aid. That era is done. Make sure you use it to do the right thing. And Wontumi as a person, you see, his case is long overdue because this is a gentleman. TV super gold. What's the case? Yes, long overdue. Because Sam Asankana was serious government at the time and all put to gold on your friends a TV station and as a photo. Anything can ask a question, but the government of the day was part of everything that was happening because the catcher said, Petty here, Sikano, these were avenues they were using to get the gold to channel the money into party coffers and individual coffers. And it's the reason why nobody could touch him. You see, Abasa Brantier no debia meka witch hunting the way witch and ever hunting. But when him say when the bonia, I'm not sure anybody will go after him. So if he has any solid case, you go appear before the security agencies, whatever investigation be another another day you go to court, stand trial. So would you will be exonerated. But anya sana sa near mana wasen wo kroma ye kanyan sa sembia chana wanti what then say you can activate an emotional crusade and call on gullible party followers who troop to your defense because we are high chama Wontumi. Na nipa no machichi omukroma ha no chen no. I listened to one of his interviews on radio shouting, screaming, and John Mahama bana pese MPP for Muntina. Now if John Mahama pese breaking MPP now ye pe nipa che na Wontumi.
He overvie for national chairman.
Oh, na so I'm not catch say you see politics is an here. We've monetized the entire political stage. Until any fool can just walk into the stage. Onya sika na dwene say obetimi akwanenim. And my catcher say in the coming days you see a lot of fools wanting to be president because now they have money. Because in this time now you know intellectualism, credence, value, those kind of nipa or vision and so forth. Those things ya tuni nyina to agu. It is about the highest bidder. So politics now by a high stakes business. At the end of the day, wow sika. In the coming days, you see the media starting rooting for individuals. Now, so why are you rooting for this person? Because your party envelope will be the man and motor no more. So your politics say intellectuals who are supposed to take the center stage, make critical decisions about what the future of this country. Some individuals are being sidelined because you don't have money, and some of these idiots have been liberated, taking the political stage. And at the end of the day, it is at their dictate and at the behest of whatever that the discretion that they have, and on my bebu. And the last 8 years, so Jebi. My catcher said John Mahama talk Magana Nibia or the $1 million to be account to said $1 about 1 cedi. Now he does not punish these criminals. Ghanaians will never forgive him. Because the very reason Ghana voted for him and yet dollar can hold on as for. But the key thing has to do with Nippon or Mofanyansa, Quines will real Sikano. And I said, the money and said Nippon will real Sikano Nimyansa. Or Yansa in a real Sika Cradia. Sometimes you fold and let it slide. But we will Nimyansa and our real Sikano send dinner when him who can hold. These are the reason why Ghana for Kotuaba. So it is a sacred responsibility on the president. He can never shake it because the very moment he waived that particular option to prosecute these people, he will be in the bad books of Ghanaians. And you can understand. I'm telling you, Akufo-Addo when he was coming, He was the darling boy of Ghanaians. Akufo-Addo kotwam na made your friend saying entoma se ho e na no nam so but 8 years no kofa makola nkai ma na bebo no because of abrabobone obeboy. You understand? That is how power is. A very tricky and the dynamics in there very complex. So wunya na wa hunyansa hu se the wusu na we are the lover of the people. You can easily turn and become their enemy. So I think that President Mahama should make sure say these criminals will never go scot free. Again, about that, your friend is saying train we know
sky train
Professor we will be a win yes more dama na dam the yes it's a scenario so more dama come higher to the train and nam from ye nibi na kwabrane atena se the pen see people oh my sign Matthias ye quiet train and wiem even to conceive that idea no can tell you how weak minds are yet put you in leadership position. Train the nam from no ye ni baako na de anum bi na ekofa de ba e ba 3 days ye say akwanya accident what who say nam da what think e ba de di akire e chen ye first abonsa me ba kurom de gidigidi nipa kra tra me nyeye na sa niema we couldn't see the sense ebe ya the nam from no kra ye nye na kwabrane atena se ye nye sky to the benam wiem and I know the day Mauritius no mo time sika course mo kwa sky train no Mauritius na ko bi say how many sky train no mo wo feasibility study kro mo anya bi wo kroma ye ne ba ye ho se na kwabrane atime release over $2 million choppable dollar na what transfer to account e dey quite share e were different companies some your friends different way somewhere sika no utrese enye at the same time na Ghana for were suffering enkura ko school now he aduana enkura dia hu awere o se befem it got to a point obi a wanya kidney disease okokolebo say neema ya say ye ni ho and these people died. There was nothing that their death was non-negotiable. They died because the state no say onisika kolebu for say they could not manage that place because state ni nisika na ya for $2 million na da koto account somewhere baby na sa neema we nyina akose na ene Ghana for want accountability. Somebody sits somewhere and says a political witch hunting a damn the whole team. I think that is the sacred responsibility because I am with the conviction you see a state cannot be weak. A state cannot begin to show people mercy. The very moment you do these two things, you are done. Because I can't tell how dangerous human beings are. Time has come for us to send a message. Because you see, there were a lot of people who were convinced, NDC and MPP United the same. Now who we are, I scratch your back, you scratch my back. This is the opportunity for the John Mahama government to change that narrative. That the NDC and the MPP are not the same. And for that matter, he's ready this time around to make that difference, that striking difference that will change everything. Makata said the impunity with which the MPP people thrive was because of Professor Melso Penson and doesn't apply in governance. You understand? So you need to make sure that they suffer for it. And this is what nam. That's our mind seeker free to format. But we live in a country where said that Kwabrani timi kwaje Exim Bank sika na $10 million. Somebody could be a bro. I know that it's not about whether it be a bro and so be a bro. The dividend after because your mind sika. You understand? Maslock has always been the same thing. People go to Maslock, take the money. Every year, man for check cars, more girlfriend or more number for them because in say a party. They know the day nobody will be held accountable. This is the time for us to strengthen state institutions. Man for benya hope once again in democracy now air falling because in the sub-region now, Metiana Meti says a Cote d'Ivoire president. What president to me, that is how the environment has become. So what's your the people rise against you, and so when the people rise, nothing can stop you. And can stop them. So we need to do everything to ensure that we shape the perception, the understanding, and the confidence and trust individuals our democracy. Because Makata says Ghana democracy, this is the last leg of Ghana democracy. So John Mahama government we end me and build the confidence. I'm Ghana for a deal with democracy. We are done. And when we trip off, we are never coming back because of how our democracy over the years, I give you some kind of safe haven for individuals here. A messy up this country. Everybody was quiet in this country. I was happy when Catholic Bishop Council President Okakacha say undeclared state of emergency in them. But in the last 8 years, all the nonsense that was going on up and down when we were on the space, Professor Frimpong watching the report by President but now we are here. So I think these are things that a man force should not connect any political dot. And you be na obedi ne bone, obi na bebo na kohwibra, obi na betam o man sika da kodi nsemunu. Ukọ no hwan ka se bia nkwasam kwa na obeka kire because kroma no nipa nya tumi a ade ba kwa be signature ba ka kire say arrogance. Nipa onim nyansa da wanya tumi. Na dwe ne so otesoro power na e mada. Ba we nyansani a ka kire say Rollins be 21 years and na ohwehwe na wunhu no. And that thing should be a stark reminder to everybody say to me, you know, it doesn't matter where you sit and that office ben obi be occupy obi occupy bi da dey be catch me office ben office ben occupy obi occupy bi da and you will not be the last person to be there, so just serve people, be respectful. Now who say nipa na wo serve no matter so you move away and then another person will come anya hwe just give yourself 5 years, you may not be there, you understand. So to me no winya serve human right, respect nipa na who say you've been called to service but not to come and lord over people. That there be assembly tour when you nipa man can be amount. Now ukosha wo dem no yere no makodi mu nsem hunu wie na wotisa wabusuafo ne sisa sika pake no wo dem na assemba. Then you call the poor masses na ono sabi de obedi kura onya no say onu mfiri ne fie na omra na ome support because then eya anya da agena Justin Kodua ne post no ye no kwase na kokan post no na we say okan awere be ho and I bet you say Ghana for young people are now becoming very intelligent and they will not cut for such nonsense over the years. Emotional politics in that kind of way no ebe wura man from so MPP for so no the baby no, that era is long gone and in the end this is the same thing. We need power now when treaty people here, you should know say the day will come out you become lonely.
All right. So I know Ivan Innocent Che and I tell Kano earlier yet Lucius Unka. But I make out say between a journey on Facebook and I also the Wajun the Abani di Nkomo. Now let's call the second leg of our discussion. Nafi Bieshe baby a bit me di Nkomo. And the second one has to do with the issue between CJ, case number 22/4. CJ versus the Obaino. But now, the editor say MPC say they are not going to Parliament if John Mahama unrestricted CJR. But CJ also had a petition question the integrity of the judiciary as it stands now. Say they have exposed her to mockery and other sort of things are yet too comfortable. Until what the petitioner called say they should look and probe into the matter very, very well. Lucius, I don't know, say what follows our issue here. Then yes, I issue Parliament issue where na NCJ the we are na type of hormone aka the other ones so well.
Issue no ho. Me crowd the enkamen person make ho asem bebre. The nti enkamen person make ho asem bebre say ya aka na asem na unse last me catch you say President Mahama are suspended no. Wow, uti kurom ha ole wonte ase no. Epo no eni akiri. Epo no eni akiri kotwa jatum na hye no. What you say? Because President Mahama enye boni bia. Eye ni constitutional mandate no ono o eden o follow. Constitution no e ma ho kwan se obi betimi